Hello all, welcome to SJECE classes. I hope you all are fine and in good health. Let's start with the topic. This is the third part of your chapter, A Period of Transition. And today we will learn about imperialism. Now, what does imperialism mean? It is a practice of a larger country or government growing stronger by taking over poorer or weaker countries that have important resources, which can be used as a raw material by the industries of stronger country. It is a policy or ideology of extending a country's rule over foreign nations, often by military force or by gaining political and economic control of other areas. Now let us discuss how imperialism grew. Industrial revolution led to a tremendous increase in the production of goods. Many European industrial nations now face two crucial problems. One was to acquire cheap raw material for the manufacture of their goods, and the other was to find markets for their finished products. Due to this reason, they began establishing their colonies in different parts of Asia, Africa, and America. The continents of Asia and Africa were rich in natural resources but were militarily weak. The establishment of the colonies helped European countries to sustain their industrial revolution. Late 19th and early 20th century, imperialism was largely motivated by competition over resources, power, and status. Colonies provided their imperial owners with food, sources, and raw material, largely unavailable in the northern hemisphere. The race to acquire colonies by European countries reached its peak. Almost the whole of the non-industrialized world came under the control of some industrialized countries of Europe, such as Britain, France, Belgium, as well as USA also, which served as main source of raw material as well as market for their finished good. Now, what are the main causes for the rise of imperialism? Let us discuss first point wise. Surplus production, need for raw materials, pressure of population, development of modern means of transport and communication, ardent nationalism, rise of industrial capitalism, balance of power, geographical discoveries and exploration. Now, surplus production. Huge production could not be sold locally. So, the countries like England, France, Spain, Portugal, Italy and Germany tried to capture colonies for their finished surplus products. Second point was need for raw materials. It helped in this regard, like demand for a huge amount of raw materials to feed new industries led to imperialism. Next is pressure of population. The European countries had small territories. The increasing population had to be provided basic facilities and new regions to settle down. This led to the establishment of colonies. The population growth also resulted in unemployment. Next point, development of modern means of transport and communication. The invention of steam ships, railways, telephone, telegraph and ports enabled man to conquer space and time. Distant land could easily be conquered and served as a source of raw materials. The development of railways speeded up the movement of goods between colonies and the mother countries. The telegraph system linked the whole world and reduced great distances. Next is ardent nationalism. Colonies added to the power and prestige of the imperialist countries. There are rivalries also to acquire more and more colonies. Colonies were also needed a military and naval base. So imperialism became the fashion of the age. It became a trend of that period. Next is rise of industrial capitalism. We have discussed in the previous video what was capitalist, right? The merchant and traders looked for expansion of their business. The surplus capital of the industrialist needed to be safely invested. This led to capitalism. Next is balance of power. The concept of balance of power was one of the driving factors. European nations were forced to acquire new colonies to achieve a balance with their neighbors and competitors. The last point is geographical discoveries and exploration. The geographical exploration preceded and succeeded the Renaissance and reached its climax by the end of the 19th century. New land discovered, which paved the way for the traders and soldiers to exploit the abundant wealth of the countries. This enabled and facilitated the rise of imperialism. Now, how imperialism impacted the world? Imperialism led to the acquisition of the colonies and colonial rivalries. It eventually led to the First World War and the Second World War. Imperialism led to the impoverishment of Asian and the African countries. They were economically exploited by them. Their raw material was sent to Europe and they became the market for the finished goods produced in Europe. On the positive side, imperialism led to the introduction of advanced systems and facilities in health, education and transportation. New roads were also built, railways and telegraphs and postal system were also introduced in their colonies. Modern education and Western learning in the science and technology and fine arts were spread to the colonies. So imperialism led to the development of the infrastructure in the colonies also. Imperialism also impacted South Asia. How? Most Asian countries became European colonies. The Industrial Revolution had not reached this part of the world. So the political, economic and racial system prevailing in South Asia were backward. However, imperialism brought about modernization. It led to the rise of nationalism in these Asian countries as a reaction against imperialism. People belonging to different sections came together and fought against the colonial power. Here, with time, the English East India Company subjugated entire India. The Western powers established indirect imperialism in China also. Sri Lanka was also not left. Sri Lanka was occupied by the Portuguese, the Dutch, and finally, the last, by the British. Tea and rubber plantation were introduced here by the British, where in Sri Lanka. The British captured Malaya and Singapore also from the Dutch. Now, British has become the most superior power of the world now. Indonesia and all the islands surrounded it were under Dutch control and British has captured them from it. France gradually subjugated Cambodia, Laos and Vietnam. Burma, which is also known as Myanmar now, was annexed by the British. The Dutch took control of the Moluccas Thus, the entire South and Southeast Asia was subjugated and came under the influence of imperialism. Now, in this video, we have know about the imperialism and its impact on the world and the South Asia. Hope you have understood it all. Thank you for watching. Stay safe.